Like it's not like a matchbook collection or a coin collection or something like that. Like these things grow with you.
Like a rat came into the greenhouse like probably 2 years ago now, ate part of this, and I just shoved a rock into it just to be like, what would happen, you know? And then you can see it literally like shrunk around the rock and like basically like swallowed it in.
It's part of it now.
And now it'll be part of that growth forever. But it's like those little things that I found, like that evolution makes it fun for me to come in here every day versus like having a book collection, which I'm like just looking at on my shelf all the time, you know, to like all these astrophytums. And for me, it's like, you know, getting something like this, which is so beautiful, so textured, so amazing. But then like, you know, it's in the exact same family as this guy. And I'm like, I mean, I get it, but like also it's an entirely different world. You know?
Well, I mean, and for maybe somebody that's been like, that's also collecting plants and that has been watching the channel for a while, you're like, oh yeah, for sure, you get what we're talking about. But to the uninitiated, like if you're sort of just checking this video out for the first time, like this right here is a true species. So you could actually go out into the desert of South Texas, northeastern Mexico, and you would see this. This is a star cactus, Astrophytum mysterious. Now, there is going to be absolutely nothing that you're going to see in the wild that's going to resemble what you're looking at here. This is actually also an astrophytum, but this is a cultivated, it's essentially a cultivar, and these are coming out of Japan a lot of times. And you can see that this is actually a cultivated hybrid of selections of this type of astrophytum here. So it is like endless, the possibilities. Like you think like if you could buy like a Basquiat and a Picasso
Exactly.
and then somehow like put them in some special conditions, and then you would end up having like a painting that emerged from it that was like both of theirs.
Yep.
That's what growing cactus and succulents is kind of like.
And that's why I watch like the Mr. Basso dude on YouTube, and like you see that backyard where he's just got like all these evolutions, and then he's like, oh, I found this one hybrid, I had to get it so I can get the mother plant to be able to grow more. I'm just like, these guys are on a whole other level, you know? It's like sneakerheads are one thing, these guys are like in a whole other world.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And then the pottery's a whole nother, like it's a whole nother element to it. Like
yeah, and that's been, I think, the really fun thing is the pottery side, because like even when you come out here, you know, there's a lot of interesting stuff to like look at, you know, seeing even like some of the stuff that I've commissioned off Robert over the years.
Yeah.
Where I don't know what plant I thought I was gonna have that was gonna fill this boy.
Oh, but, you got some, dude. They're just sitting in those plastic tubs waiting for the day. That's really what it is.
It's like stuff like this guy, like just monstrous, right?
Yeah.
But all the way down to like more of his like staging pots that I've always loved, where it's like stuff where it's really about like showcasing the plant. And so, I don't know, through this also I ended up kind of like really discovering a love for ceramics through the whole thing. And it's been pretty interesting, because I think I'll take you back into the greenhouse, because one of my like most interesting plants is this one that my girlfriend made. So this isn't the exact spines per se, but Ashley basically made this mellow cactus all by hand, fully ceramic.
It's cool because it really blends in. This sculpture is modeled after a mellow cactus, and I mean, just kind of walking around this space, you can see that we have kind of quite a collection of like succulents and cacti.
Right.
And so one day I just saw a cactus that was losing its life, kind of on its way out, and so I had this idea, a light bulb went off, where I just figured I would repurpose the spines and kind of give this cacti that had passed away, this cactus, like a second life, so to speak.
That's rad.
Yeah, putting it in sculptural form.
Yeah,
so.
I had no idea. Like, it's impressive either way, but like, it's really rad that they're real spines.
Yeah, so
I was like, man, that was meticulous, though, to make all those little tiny, they gotta be so delicate, but this is like awesome.
Yeah, you definitely have to handle it with gloves, because, yeah, it's definitely dangerous.
For sure. That's rad.
I mean, pretty insane.
That's dope, dude.
And just like a, you know, it's a cool thing to look at. I mean, obviously, just insane art piece. And like, I think when she was creating this at the studio, people were just like mind blown. So it's just like, you know, something that she's been exploring from a whole series perspective, but more to come. But this guy kind of like blends into the, you know, to the setup in here.
With the triple cephalium. That's
Exactly.
sick, dude.
Super fun.